Can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know.
Hey guys, welcome to the Oracle of Lilith. My name is Amy, and today I'm doing a pick a card all about who is being fake with you. Today I've done a pre-shuffle and I will be pulling more cards as I need to for clarity. I will be getting initials, letters, and charms as well at the end of each group. Now keep in mind this is a general reading. It's a general session. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I just want to welcome everyone to my channel. I appreciate you guys being here, and I hope if you are new to my channel, you will consider subscribing. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you each psychic linking object, which is these 3 stickers here. I'm going to show you each one of those up close so you can get a better vibe of each group. Group 1. You are Laudanum. Group 2, you are Arsenic. Group 3, you are Pick Your Poison. Okay guys, so those are going to be your 3 selections. I will insert a little video with some background music for those of you who need a little bit more time to see which group you're drawn to. If you're drawn to more than one group, there may be more than one message here for you. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures on the other side. Bye guys.
Who I am, I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again.
You ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the top, man, I'm calculated. My mind's a weapon, my body is the engine. I'm never second guessing, I just do what I was destined. Cause I feel I got the blessing, persistence and obsession. That's how you keep progressing, I already learned that lesson, yeah.
I'm changing who I am, I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You can't stop what's moving, you can't stop what's moving. I'm changing my life, and I won't look back ever again.
No fear, see clear, you deserve to be great. I know it feels like things get in your way. Push through those walls and the others will fall. Sit up, stand tall, you can get through it all. I need some energy, anxiety's no friend to me. I have a short memory, I don't really remember things. That's how I move on, that's how I stay strong. A new day's on, I'll keep moving right along. And I feel like the pain in the past, it needs to stay in the past. You gotta take off the cast. I wanna feel like I'm a new person. I wanna have clear vision and purpose. And I feel like the pain shouldn't last. If you can move on and past the things that make you feel bad, and you could change in your brain, I'm certain. I've done it before and man, I'm not perfect.
I'm changing who I am, I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You can't stop what's moving, you can't stop what's moving. I'm changing my life, and I won't look back ever again.
Hey group 1, all of you that selected the Laudanum Sticker, this is going to be your reading all about who is being fake with you. Now, keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session, so just take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. So let's see what cards came out. Be sure to stay tuned to the end because I'm going to get letters, initials, and charms for you guys. So, okay, we have Networker. I have a lot of cards for you guys. So we have a Bully. Okay. We have Messiah. Oh, all right. We have Love. We have Respect, Anubis, and Kali. We have Exhausted Eagle, Seek Support. I get a work feeling. Pissed as a Parrot, Use Your Words. We have Calling the Storm. This feels like a work situation. We have Angel of Mercy. We have Capricorn. Yeah, this feels very work related. If that doesn't resonate, then this may not be your group. Okay. We have Sun. We have Sagittarius. Expired Milk. Thinks they are buffalo mozzarella, but are actually similar to Kraft cheese. That one always cracks me up. Constant complainer, isn't satisfied with their life and or others, and expects others to change, and even if others do, they are still not satisfied. This feels like a toxic boss or supervisor or coworker. The Dark Knight swoops into people's lives and tries to rescue them from their problems and situations, but is struggling internally also. Or coworker, a friend, a co-working friend, someone you work with that's a friend. Bros before hoes, covering up for two-faced, good-for-nothing bruh. And Public Enemy, no one likes them and no one is trying to hide their disdain. How they have treated others have left a bad taste in other people's mouths. Okay, we have Green-Eyed Stranger, Eyes are the windows of the soul. Hex, Cursing. Luscious, you are irresistible. Okay, there's jealousy. Okay, Scorpio. Okay, we have Teacher, Drama, Royalty. Okay, so okay, I feel a few things here. I'm going to tell you that I feel with the Sun and Capricorn here, I feel someone who's very hardworking, especially with the Eagle here, Exhausted Eagle. I feel like, and I feel this is probably your energy, I feel like you have really put in a lot of hard work at work. Okay, this could also be your own business, but there's something you've been working very hard at. You want to shine, or you have been shining at this, but there's someone here who has been very malicious, and I feel like there's a lot of jealousy because of your talent. This is someone who demands respect, not because they're good at their job, not because they're good with people, but simply because of their position. Example, you should respect your elders just because they're old. I'm going to say something that's controversial, and I've always been this way, and people get really offended, okay? I think to a degree you respect your elders. You know, if you see an older person who is struggling physically, of course, you know, if you can help them, help them. But this thing about showing huge amounts of respect for someone just because of they're older and not holding them accountable for behaviors or going out of your way as if they're better than you by showing respect is a little outdated and frankly toxic. Okay, that's just my opinion. Okay, but this is how this person hits me, is they expect you to respect them, period. Okay, this also could be, you know, like someone in the same industry as you as well. Just take what resonates here. I'm picking up on several different energies. I do feel with Sagittarius, you could be a Sagittarius, a Leo, or a Capricorn, or these could just be energies I'm picking up on. But I feel like you're very creative. There is a ton of jealousy that swirls around you and your abilities, okay? Your natural inborn abilities. Some of this jealousy has to do also, some of you, and I know in work, this can be very uncomfortable when people are jealous of the way you look, the way you present yourself. And, you know, if you're creative and talented and you look good, that can really heighten this kind of stuff. Okay. And I feel like this person is, we have this Messiah thing going on. And I feel like this person is, they're very, they're hiding behind this kind of do-gooder. Like, I want to do what's best for you. I'm trying to do what's best for you. I'm trying to train you in best practices. I'm trying to help you. I feel like for some of you, there's micromanaging going on, but it's not really to your best interest. It really is to block you. It's trying, it feels like it's trying to tear you down then build you up. Okay. There's an energy here of hiding your talent as well, as of like hiding your voice. Okay. Did you hear that pop? There's an energy here of someone who really, we have the angel of mercy here. It is, I feel like they try to act like they are doing you a favor, but they're really not. And I think they have a reputation for doing this. If not at this job, at other jobs. Like, they run people off who are talented. They don't nurture talent. They don't nurture creativity. They don't nurture good people. They run them off. It reminds me of a job I had a long time ago, where, you know, they really didn't want you to do your best. They really didn't want you to, like, be innovative. They wanted you to do the bare minimum, and that was it. That was all. And those kind of working environments are very toxic. They don't really want you to be excellent. They don't really want you to, they don't care if you enjoy what you do. They don't care, you know, there's a level of really just people not caring about what they do, right? I feel like you care, you know, you care about what you do. I feel like this person, they may be presenting themselves to you as someone who, again, they want to come in and kind of help you. But underneath all of this is this bully energy. And I feel like they use micromanaging. They use like trying to help you. They use this Messiah complex. This is someone who brings donuts to work or brings their recipes to work, or they feed everybody, or they're real super thoughtful, or, you know, they're real manipulative with the things they do. Okay. They always have the best ideas, or they're always putting together get-togethers after work. You know, you may be the kind of person that's like, I don't want to socialize. I don't want to network. They may be pushing you to do more networking, and it really isn't because they want you to network. They're trying to force you to do something you don't want to do. They're trying to make you do extra things. You know, they're trying to put more pressure on you. Don't allow this energy to do that. In fact, I feel like Spirit is coming in with this seek support for this person with this situation. Like, seek out people you trust. And it may not be people you work with. It may not be people in your industry. It may not be people, there may not be people there that you really trust. Some of us work in really toxic work environments. Okay. Listen, honey, listen to Auntie Amy. I have worked in some extremely toxic work environments. You would not believe some of the stuff, okay? So I understand this, all right? And if you find yourself in an extremely toxic work environment, get some help, okay? I don't care if you need to go to counseling. I don't care if you need to start working on your resume, but get yourself a plan, okay? Because you deserve to be happy. Meantime, I think you need to start using your voice, okay? And I need you to be real careful, because I feel like this person feels like they faked you out, that you believe the bullshit mask, Okay, we know you don't though. That's why you're at this. I'm for many of you guys, I'm just validating what you already know. Low key, this person's a bully. Okay, like they're all happy, happy, joy, joy, but when they get pushed into a corner or they feel threatened by an employee, they come out as a bully, micromanaging, ripping people's work apart. Okay, this is an example, okay, of what I'm feeling. They can be a big cheerleader to an employee or a coworker or however this resonates. And then out of the blue, someone goes in for their review and they get the worst review they've ever gotten. They get completely blindsided. And they spend 2 hours talking about their horrible review. And it's like a huge bullying event. So this person is dirty. They're a psychological, like they do psychological attacks on people. So it's important that you're aware of that, but know that your voice matters. And if this gets out of hand, seek help if you have HR, okay? If you need to go talk to a counselor, go talk to a counselor, okay? This person is not being sincere with you. However this resonates for you, this person is not being sincere with you. And I want to find out a little bit more about the situation, okay? This is the Haunted House Tarot, but I read it like an oracle deck, okay? Tell me a little bit more about this situation. This person is a hypocrite, okay? That's how you know who this is. I'm picking up on hypocrisy with this constant complainer. They complain about situations, but they don't. It's like when you have like team building and things like that, it's like you get all these really great ideas. They write them down, but they never implement any of them. We have the 10 of Wands here. They never take any of the ideas. They never take any of the suggestions. It's almost like a bullshit session that wastes time. I feel like this person likes to hear the sound of their own voice. And I feel like this person puts extra burdens on people, extra jobs, extra stuff, extra bullshit that doesn't need to happen. I feel like if this person is in charge of any kind of procedures, they add procedures. That card wants to come out. They add procedures to things. They add extra jobs. I think for some of you guys, if you like work, this is an example, okay? Like if you work in accounting, they may not have the logical steps. Say your accounts receivable and you're supposed to take pictures of all the checks you receive, and they decide, oh, you don't need to do that anymore, even though to most accounting people things like that are necessary, whether you copy them or you take like digital imprints, whatever. That kind of stuff is like still necessary to a degree, but they're like, oh, we skip that, and then the next year in the audit that comes up as a hot button red flag situation. This is somebody who they don't really have the skill level that they say they do. They've been kind of placating and playing along, and so they don't really add positive procedures or positive things to the job. They actually make things more difficult for people. They waste time, they waste energy as well. Let's see what this card, oh, we got a few that came out, okay. We have the 4 of Wands. This landed in reverse. I'm going to go ahead and take it. We had the 10 of Cups that came out in reverse. So we have the Empress here. And, the Empress in the traditional tarot is pregnant. Okay. And I feel this energy with you of you being like in the early stages of creating something that's really, there's a lot of profound possibility with it, and this could be the future of your career or the future of a business, but it seems like the future is very bright, okay? And I don't want you to get frustrated or give up, okay? Because I feel like this fake person is very unhappy with all this unhappy energy here. And they're laying a lot of burdens on you with this fakeness, okay? It's a lot to handle. And I feel like this is coming forward with this Empress card here to let you know that your future is much brighter than what you think, okay? This is just something that you're going to have to deal with. And I understand that you're exhausted. Okay, being in a toxic work environment can be absolutely soul draining, especially when we need our jobs. And I'm sure you need your job or you wouldn't be dealing with this toxic bitch. Okay, and bitch is not a gender. Okay, it's a state of being. So, and I feel like this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like the 10 of Cups gets flipped and the 4 of Wands gets flipped when you are able to move forward, taking your burdens and moving on. The accomplishment here is kind of moving on from this. How do we move on from this? Well, a shift has to happen. Either you shift your energy from being where you are or in the department you are, or some kind of conversation has to happen either with HR or this person. It's all very different. It's very different for different people, okay? But I do feel an energetic shift here, which I would like to kind of talk about a little more before we go into your initials. Okay, I'm going to pull from a different deck here. Let's talk about this energetic shift for my group 1. I feel like this is a really tough situation. Okay, you have a boss who, supervisor, coworker, whoever this is. Okay, could be somebody, could be a competition in your field as well. Just the 3 of Coins. Yeah, this has to do with work. Tell me about this shift. You know what I'm feeling with this card? I'm feeling like, oh my God. Oh my God. When is this shit gonna end? Like, when is this shit gonna end? I am so over this bitch. I am so over this bitch. Then we have the Knight of Coins in reverse. Then we have the 8 of Wands. Okay, I'm not gonna, you know, the YouTube sometimes doesn't like those cards. So, with the nudity or whatever, I feel like the Knight of Coins here is in reverse. Okay, and I feel like it's hard to see how you can start the new beginning or get a new start with this in your work, because I feel like you're real tired. You're real drained. Okay, lots of energy, and I feel like the Empress has their eyes on you, like they're watching you. And what I need you to do is sorry guys, I had to sneeze. What I need you to do is I need you to take some time for yourself. Okay, I need you to rest your body and your mind. I need you to seek out some peace. I think it will help turn this King of Coins, which is the king, not king, this Knight of Coins, over, okay, into that new beginning energy. Coins, Pentacles are slow. It's just a slow moving energy, but it's stable. And I think part of the energy here is you need something stable. You require stability for your life right now. Okay, and we have the Empress again coming out. Okay, so this is powerful. Like, you're headed towards Empress energy. And in business, this is like creative, happiness, compassionate, fulfilling work. An Empress's kingdom is her focus. She's balanced in her kingdom. Everyone in her kingdom is looked at as valuable. This is somebody who's fulfilled by their work and successful, okay? But I feel like you have really given to this situation, and sometimes when we're being drained by parasitic energy at work, we often lose track of our own health, our own mental health, our own physical health. And I just feel like you need some downtime. It will give you some clarity on this situation, and it will help you refocus on the steps you need to take. Okay, because I do feel like for group 1, there is some things that you need to do, but there's confusion about how to do them. It's just like, oh my God. That's just what I'm just reading his face here. Like, oh my God. I do feel like there is an energy around you that someone is noticing And I'm going to say for some of you guys, like, this is toxic levels of abuse at work. Okay. Like, a few of you may have some kind of like legal stuff going on that you could do. Okay. If it resonates, then you know. All right. Like, there's some serious stuff going on here. So what I need you to do is take care of yourself. This Empress energy tells me that, you know, like you really need to take care of yourself. You need to mother yourself through this, okay? And this is your validation. They are absolutely being fake with you. I don't care if they've recently come to you and told you that everything's fine. It's not. They're lying. Okay, many of them are taking very precise notes on you. Some of them are talking to their superiors about getting rid of you. Like, it's serious, okay? And I don't say stuff like this, okay? I'm not trying to scare you, but I want to make you guys aware of what I'm getting. This is what I'm getting. And I don't want to not say these things because I want to prepare people. If this resonates, then you know, all right? Okay, let's get you guys some initials, letters, and charms. Okay, group one, these are going to be your letters, your initials, and your charms. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. These could be your initials, their initials, a screen name, a meaningful word. Just take what resonates. I'm going to read off the letters and initials for you. We have CPEXURCUUEMDMA. Okay, I'm getting a couple of things. Some of it's kind of disturbing, to be honest. I think some of you have someone who's being fake with you who has some really deep, dark shit going on. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. Some of you guys may be working in a doctor's office or a medical field, a heart doctor, or maybe you work in counseling or something to do with taking care of people. I'm feeling that with the heart here in MD. Healing involved in what you do in some capacity. We also have a number one. Ones can be signs of alignment. They can be, if you see 1111 and you're making decisions on how to move and stuff, know that when you see 1111, that's like a gateway opening for you. We have fives. When you see fives a lot of times are kind of the universe saying change is coming, change is coming, change is needed. So kind of be aware of those numbers if you start seeing them. We have an acorn here, which I feel like this has to do with the Empress cards that we got. And I feel like you're seeding your future. And I feel like it's really going to grow. Now, we have the Empress card twice. And this is kind of a side message. And I feel like some of you just need to hear this. Like, some of you guys, like, are y'all trying to have a baby or something? You heard it here, okay? Just be aware. Okay, we have the sun symbol as well. That's kind of hanging off this. I'm concentrating on this obsidian mirror here in the middle. So we had a sun charm as well. So if you guys are like wanting to get pregnant or wanting to conceive, I feel like you're coming on a really fertile time. So be aware. If you're not, be aware. Be aware. Okay. We have a Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse. Charm here, and I'm getting, again, you guys, I know that you're in a really intense place with your work, but again, I feel like you guys need to relax and have some fun, okay? And even though this charm isn't on the table, well, it's on the table, but it isn't on the mirror, I'm feeling guided to this little swan's heart charm, and I feel like it's really important that you maintain your love connections, okay? I feel like you may have neglected some of your connections with not just yourself, but with people, because when you have this kind of stuff going on, it's really hard to concentrate on anything else. And sometimes we forget to live our lives, you know? And with this charm here, I'm getting like your bowl is empty. Your bowl, you don't have anything left to give. You're burnt out. It's time for you to refill your cup. Okay, take some time for yourself. Be kind to yourself. Give to yourself. It is okay for you to tell people no. Say it with me. No, I cannot do that. No, I'm sleeping today. No, I'm going to watch trashy movies today and eat pizza. No, today is a me day. I don't care if you judge me. I don't care. No. Sometimes you have to make people mad. Sometimes you have to not fulfill people's expectations of you, okay? It's all right. They'll live, and so will you. And you'll probably feel better. I feel like you need to say no and be selfish. And it's not really selfish. It's actually self-loving for you to do things like this for yourself, especially with how much stress you've been through. So love yourself, say no, and take care of yourself, okay? It's going to give you a lot of clarity in this situation, all right? Okay, group one, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group two, all of you that selected the Arsenic Sticker. This is going to be your reading all about who is being fake with you. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. So let's get into it. Now, at the end of this reading, I'm going to get letters, initials, and charms to find out more information about this person, and I may be pulling cards to get more clarity. All right, so let's get into it. Okay, the first card we have is the Fool. Okay, who is being fake with you? Advocate. Oh no. Engineer. This card comes out all the time. This deck, I want to show you how big this deck is. This is how big this deck is, okay? And this card comes out all the time. It's crazy. It's crazy how some cards just pop out of my decks. It's just weird. Okay. All right, we have pull your head in, show more compassion and gratitude. Okay. All right. We have black flower fragrance. I'm getting something weird from that. We have service. Okay. We have angel of heralds. Oh, they have a big mouth. They have a big mouth, you guys. Okay, we have Uranus, Neptune, air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We have toxic and nightmare on Elm Street. They create an illusion that things can and will be worse if people leave or abandon them. Toxic, the non-giver, holds back emotions and affection in order to have the upper hand, or they simply do not have empathy. Claims double jeopardy, refuses to be accused for a crime they obviously committed. Okay, we have dirty dancing. They use others' lack of experience and love to box others in a corner. We have artistic, gifted, creative, working on my bag, Taurus, psychic, Cancer, vampire, parasite, cut the cord, funny, delightful personality, passive-aggressive, Joker. Well, okay. Well, first of all, I just want to tell you with this black flower fragrance, I feel like for some of you, this person wears very heavy cologne, or there's a smell about them, like they're always very perfumey, or they wear weird perfume, or very strong perfume. I also think that they like to run their mouth a lot. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to touch the mic. They'd like to run their mouth a lot. And I feel like this is someone who fakes gratitude, okay? And they're real big on it, okay? They're really big on it. You may get thank you notes from this person, or they're like, oh, I'm so grateful. Oh, I'm so grateful. Oh, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity. But really, they think they deserve it. They're entitled to it. There's an entitled problem. This person has an entitlement issue. That's why, like, this double jeopardy thing is here. Like, they do not take responsibility for their bad behavior. Okay, they don't take responsibility really for any of their behavior. And they really do expect people to kind of serve them. And they are not above manipulating people to get the kind of service they need from people. I feel like the people in their life are not really friends. This could be a friend, okay? Work friend, close friend, a friend you've had for years, maybe someone you've just met. I'm feeling that kind of energy. It's different, okay? So just... it feels like they try to come across as someone who is of service and an advocate for you or a cause or a situation. But it really is about them and the attention that they get. Okay? It really is about how they can make or maneuver a cause or a person or a situation to their best interest. They are really a non-giver. It's about them. Me, 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 me. And how can I use you to make me look good? Because really, I'm the main character and you guys are not even part of my story. This is someone who is extremely selfish. Okay. I do think they hide a lot of their aggression behind humor. I think they can be charismatic, which makes me feel like maybe they are a fire sign like a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, but we have air here as well. They may be a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. We have Pisces, I think, here as well. We have Taurus. Here's the thing. I think they're attracted to your energy. They want to have you around because I feel like you have gifts, artistic, gifted, creative, talented. And we have psychic here. I think you may be psychic or have some kind of empathy here. You're very gifted. And unfortunately, people who are empathic, very gifted, tend to kind of pull these kind of people in sometimes. They're opportunistic. They're very manipulative. They really kind of want to siphon off your journey. They kind of want to be there whenever you take off or whenever you get noticed or whenever you get kudos for whatever you do. And it's not so much that they believe you're going to hit it big or something, but it's more like an underlying energy of like, I feel your possibility. I'm a vampire. I'm a psychic vampire. I'm an emotional vampire. I like feel how gifted you are. I feel the possibility for your life. I feel that good things could happen for you, and I can't make those happen on my own. So I'm going to siphon off of you. And I feel like, now I'm feeling this card a little differently. I'm feeling like this is an energy signature. Like some of you, when you get around this person, maybe you smell weird things or you have some kind of weird reaction sometimes. That can be also your empathy or your psychic ability kicking off. Like there's something about them that you're just like, sometimes you're just like, something smells weird, or that's not going to be for all of you, but some of you guys are having that weird experience, you know. Let me pull from the Haunted Tarot, which I read like an oracle deck. Okay, tell me more about this situation. I do feel like this bitch is talking about you, okay? And I'm not saying that because I'm laughing about it, but it's just like, I feel like this person is a gossip, okay? Because it's all about me. It's all about them, okay? So think of it like this way. Anything they can do to keep this and I want to call it a fake spotlight, like a fake spotlight. Sorry, I'm wanting to talk really fast. A fake spotlight on them. Anything they can do. So if they can use your name or your experiences together as friends or make up stories even, they will. Okay, it's a little demented, okay, or a lot. The Three of Wands. Okay. Okay, we have the Tower in reverse. So this is someone you've had problems with. Okay, that you've had problems with this person. This you know to a degree, like, you know, it's. I feel like this may be somebody who you've had problems with, but you feel like you've worked it out at some point. Like, you know, people have problems. We work it out. We're still friends. I feel like for some of you, you know they talk. You know they talk. You're aware of it. Yeah, they do. But, you know, we've been friends a long time. You know, maybe have this Cancer energy or Taurus energy, and you just can't give up on your friends, right? I get it. The Queen of Cups in reverse. But I got to tell you, just so you know, they're not going to change. As long as you put up with this bullshit, they're going to keep doing this. So if you want this person to stop being a pain in your ass, then you have to set up some new boundaries. And no, they're not going to like it. Okay? I guarantee you they're not going to like it. And they're going to pitch a fit. This is somebody who throws a fit. Okay? And perhaps that's the Tower that I'm feeling. Because I feel like you've either had quite a few mini towers of fit throwing, or you've had like one huge tower and you worked it out and you just kind of accepted that they're a gossip and they run their mouth and, you know, it is what it is, whatever. And, you know, they have problems, so you kind of overlook it. But this person's passive aggressive. They talk smack on you. They're basically using you, okay? And honey, that does not a friend make, okay? I understand that this person has probably been through a lot. I sense it. I sense that they've been through a lot. But so have you. So have you. And you deserve better. You deserve to be treated better. And they're being completely fake. They still harbor some feelings here. And they're talking to people about it. How they feel. How you've done them wrong. Oh, you've done them wrong. Because they've made up a whole elaborate mythology about how you've done them wrong. Double-pronged member, lighten up. I feel like this person, when you're around this person, you probably leave feeling worse than you did when you entered the room. When you talk to them, you probably don't feel like they don't bring you up. They bring you down. They take energy from you. And if you're psychic, intuitive, and that kind of thing, I feel like you need to do more protections, number one. You need to clear your energy more. Before you talk to them and after you talk to them. Do this on a regular basis and see how you feel. I bet you get some major clarity about this person. Because I really do feel like this person is like a symbol for the end of a cycle in your life. And in some ways, I relate to this as like your cycle of suffering and putting up with other people's bullshit is over. It's done. And the thing is that the universe is saying it's done. I'm hearing that from guides. I'm hearing that from the universe. I'm hearing that psychically. But you have to become aware that it's done. Like you have to own that shit, that it's done. You're done with that. There's no more of this. And what it means is that people like this in your life, they have to either deal with your new boundaries, what is acceptable for you now from people in your life, or not. And if they choose not to, then perhaps there needs to be distance. Perhaps distance from this person will give you perspective, because I feel like this person is completely self-serving. They don't do anything good for you, okay? And even the good things they do has motive. And some may say, well, all people have motive. Well, you know, real friends have, their motives are something like, I like to see you happy. That's my motive. I get a big kick out of seeing you happy, or I get a big kick out of making you laugh. Their motives aren't like, let me see how much money I can get out of them, or I wonder if they'll take me to dinner if I tell them a sob story. You know, things like that. It's completely different. And I feel like Spirit is bringing forward this person to you today because this person is just very symbolic of the ending of a cycle, of you having to put up with people like this. Letting these kind of people go, and perhaps you already have, and this is a validation of somebody you've let go. It is a symbolic ending of a cycle in your life, a cycle of people and experiences that you're choosing not to have. It's like you're actively choosing not to have these anymore. And it's as if it's a muscle. And once you start letting these kind of people go, allowing the universe to show them to you, no matter how painful it is, because it is painful, irregardless of how bad this connection might be, it's still painful to let someone go, especially if you've known them for quite some time. Okay? But perhaps necessary for your own healing and for you to really connect with your own self-worth. All right, let's get you guys some letters, initials, and some charms. Hey, Group 2, these are going to be your letters, your initials, and your charms. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. These could be your initials, their initials, a meaningful word, a screen name. Just take what resonates here. We have PKTJFUEMXYITFRMAUE. Of course, I'm just focusing on everything that landed on the obsidian mirror that's in the middle of this other magic mirror. Okay, we have quite a few charms. We have the owl, which for me is the Lilith charm. Yeah, we have a car, we have a passport, we have a plane. Are you guys going on a trip? Are you thinking about a vacation? We talked about, Group 1 talked about needing a break. I feel like maybe you guys need a break, or maybe you're thinking about going on vacation. I feel like your guides, you need a break. You need some kind of break. Group 1 needed a break too. So I feel like you need a time out away from this person or people in general. I think you need to recharge with all the psychic gifts that you have, abilities. If you resonate with that, you definitely need more downtime. And I feel like some of you guys may be experiencing growth in your empathy or your psychic abilities, and understand that with that growth, you may require more downtime. Okay, I'm also feeling the World card with these charms. Okay, I'm feeling the closing of a cycle and the movement towards a new cycle beginning. We also have a money charm here. I feel like there's going to be more resources of people, places, and connections. Lots of healing energy coming in. And even though this is a star, it feels like a starfish. Oceans, water, travel has really been coming up, and I'm filming this during, we're getting into summertime. It's after Beltane, although this is a timeless reading. And maybe some of you guys are wanting to spend more time outside or on the beach or in the water or around the water. I encourage you to do that. I think it might give you, I think you need to lighten up your energy. Didn't we have that here? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Right here. So we did. Lighten up. Yeah, I feel like you need to play. There needs to be more play here. Okay. We have a cat here as well. I feel like, things are really heavy. Maybe have a glass of wine if you're able. You need to relax. Okay. Some of you guys, we have this really fancy shoe. Some of you guys need to treat yourself to like a night out, or dress up at home and have a glass of wine and enjoy yourself. But some of you guys need to treat yourself a little better. And again, maybe you were drawn to Group 1, but I just feel like there's a need here to treat yourself well. I feel like you have treated a lot of other people very well. I think you've been very good to people in your life, and I don't feel like people have been very good to you. And it's time that you're good to you. And what I I need you to understand is as you treat yourself better, as you hold yourself in high regard, you will attract more people in your life who hold you in high regard, okay? As you let these people go who use you and mistreat you and take you for granted, as you let that energy go, and you heal the parts of yourself that have seem to make it okay, because we make excuses for people because we want to give, right? And we attract into our lives people who are non-givers. They're just takers. And we end up in these situations where we're emotionally depleted and we don't have enough energy for ourselves. And I'm feeling that here. So take some time, relax, enjoy whatever season you're in, wherever you are in the world. Take time to connect with nature. If you can get out by the water seems to be calling to a lot of people here lately. So if you can get out in the sun, enjoy some wine if you're able, and it's legal. But definitely relax, dress up a little bit, make yourself feel good, take pride in yourself. There's nothing wrong with that, taking pride in how you look and feeling good about who you are, all right? It will help build your confidence, okay? And you deserve to feel confident in who you are, okay? You're a beautiful, wonderful person, and no one has a right to treat you the way they have, okay? And I'm sending you lots of love, all right? Okay, group 2, that's what I received for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, please give me a thumbs up. And I will see you, beautiful, magical creatures, next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you who selected Pick Your Poison. This is going to be your reading all about who is being fake with you. Keep in mind this is a general reading. It's a general session. So just take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. I will be getting letters, initials, and charms at the end of the reading. So be sure you stay tuned for that. Okay, let's get into it and see what came out in the pre-shuffle. We have Midas, Miser, Virgin, Child Orphan. Oh dear. We have Virgo, Aquarius, Taurus. I don't like the way this feels at all, you guys. We have Hiding Your True Self, The Temple of My Body, Alone in the World. We have Fucked Above, Fucked Below, Fucked Within, Center Yourself. We have Isolation, online, Insta, TikTok, Facebook. Pisces, Glamour, Gossip, Talk Trash, Once Contact, Block, Haunted by You, Covet, Highly Favored, Non-Traditional, Non-Contact, Bad Intentions. Okay, let's get some more cards here. I got to tell you, this feels like a couple of things. I feel like this involves a group, like a family or an online, like, presence, a group online. It could be a TikTok group or an Insta group or Facebook group or something, but like it's almost like people ganging up or gossiping, being completely insincere. You could be an earth sign, they could be an earth sign. We got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn isn't present, but I feel that. Also air signs, Aquarius, of course, Libra, Gemini. I do feel like there's some real disturbing talk for some of you about like your body. And I got to tell you, I'm totally grossed out about it. It's just, it's disgusting. I feel this isolation with Alone in the World and the isolation card here. Ex-family. Okay, so for some of you, this is family. This may be family you've blocked. Or, of course, if you blocked them, they can't really be fake to you, right? So there may be a situation where you've blocked some of them, but not all of them. Perhaps you're thinking of blocking them. There's something about blocking here for some of you. But definitely, if you're wondering if they're being fake, they are. Okay, this is your validation. There will be further things through this that will help you validate that, okay, if this is you. Definitely bad intentions. Okay, for some of you, this may be about money with the covet here. Something about this is non-traditional. It feels like you are probably the non-traditional part of this story. We have crash. Their actions tend to have a rippling effect on others with and without them knowing. However, they haven't paused and reflected enough to rectify their behavior. This person is reckless with other people's emotions and intentions, the devil's advocate, trapped in their addictions and is attracted to others due to their own addictions. Birds of a feather flock together. I feel like this person is a troublemaker. They like causing trouble. Sex, lies, and videotape. They extort people and control by using sexual photographs, which were initially shared privately. Now, I'm not necessarily feeling that for all of you, okay? For some of you, this may have to do with something you've done, you know, for work or online. This could have to do as far as like with a personal relationship. We are expanding this reading now into including like exes. Also, this could be, oh. Okay, some of you guys are wondering if this person that you have shared like photos with, this won't be for all of you, is real, if they have shared them with other people, like, yes, they have, and they are fake. This person is not real, okay? They are a real human, okay, but they're not who they claim to be. And they have totally shared them with people and talked about you in a very dehumanizing way. I kind of want to like, I feel very, I feel a type of way about it. I feel I'm as like a human being, I feel very both angry and sad because I feel like your trust has been betrayed here. For any story, either way, anyhow this resonates, I feel like there's been a betrayal of trust, and it could be family, it could be in that particular situation. But I feel like this person is almost like an agent of chaos to a degree. Okay, we have takes two, wants more than they can handle, but thinks they deserve it due to their ego. Okay. This person has a huge ego. They enjoy on some level. Now, I feel like some of them have a martyr complex. So they act like this would be the family, close friend, even the group situation, a social group of some kind. They act like a martyr, okay? But underneath it all, they're like, they have a sadistic streak. They like to see the suffering. They like to cause chaos. This reminds me of a show I just watched on Max, and it's kind of like, it's a really dark show, okay? But it's about how to start a sex scandal or create a sex scandal. And it's about this woman who basically makes up these huge stories about these people, or it looks like she did, and it involves kids and stuff, and it's super dark. But her motivation for it is just really, you know, perhaps money, perhaps drama. Just destroy people's lives for sport kind of thing. And that's what I'm feeling here, okay? So were they fake? Are they fake? Yes. This virgin, this like, I wouldn't do that. I've never done something like that. I have your best intentions in mind. Bad intentions. I have your best intentions in mind. And they want contact. Like, they want to keep in contact with you. I feel like as long as they feel like this, as long as I can keep them talking, I can manipulate them. As long as I can keep them, you know, in my stream of consciousness, I can keep them here. And perhaps you've been very manipulated by this person in the past. And, you know, as far as like if this involves like photographs and things like that, I feel like, you know, they may come back and try to play you again. Okay, I need you to block this person if you haven't. I need you to walk the fuck away, all right? It's illegal for them to share those photos, by the way. Okay, that's illegal. It's illegal. At least in the United States, it's illegal. I think it's illegal in most states. Anyway, it's not okay, all right? And you just need to walk away from that situation. Nothing good can happen from that, okay? You getting back involved in that. It's very toxic. It's a very toxic situation, okay? All right. Person is not real. They're not. I hear spirit. I'm literally seeing like a banshee screaming in front of my face. It's not real. They're being fake. Okay, so for whoever that resonates for, please listen to her. Okay, she's like trying to warn. She's trying to warn. For some of you, this is a family situation and involves somebody trying to manipulate you out of money, or a relationship, an important relationship that may bring you money in the future, like some connection in a family. For others of you, this is a social situation that has social collateral, if that makes sense. Okay, we have the Six of Swords here. We have the Eight of Swords. Lots of swords, lots of swords, lots of swords. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. We have the, this is the Knight of Wands in reverse. And we have Justice in reverse. So this is what I'm getting for you as far as dealing with this situation. In order for you to really get a lot of justice from this, in order for you to kind of like get some healing from this very toxic situation, you're going to have to like move forward. You're going to have to move away from it, okay? I need for you to understand that now, if there's money involved, okay, it's a little different. You don't run from this, okay? But you maneuver in ways that are healing and positive for you, okay? You don't allow anyone to talk you into the Eight of Swords, all right? You don't allow this bitch, whoever this is, to talk you into the Eight of Swords, where you can't see your way to the next situation through, the swords. Don't allow the manipulation, okay? And definitely don't allow anyone to make you feel bad about yourself or to isolate you. Okay, that is what manipulative people do. They isolate, okay? If this involves like a person with photographs or using you in some romantic way, I think it's really important that you understand that you are not trapped by this. You are not trapped by your past behavior. You are not trapped by a past situation. You can leave whenever you want. And there's nothing they can do about it. Don't believe any threats. Don't allow them to threaten you, to make you, to control you, okay? This person feels very controlling. I feel like this situation, this person being fake, has really caught you off your game. And I think there was an energy about this person that was very welcoming or made you feel very safe or very nurturing. I think they gave you a false sense of safety, and that's why you so easily kind of like gave them a chance, let them in, lowered your gate. And what happened is that you walked into somebody who did not have good intentions for you. And I feel like a lot of bad energy kind of came at you. There may be some fighting here that's been tried to be smoothed over by fakeness as well. But I feel worry. I feel grief. And I feel bitches talking, just talking. And I feel like they're talking about this non-traditional energy, which I feel like is you. If you've done anything online, Okay, any pictures, anything unusual, any like spiritual practices, or you've had an OnlyFans or anything like that, I feel like they're definitely talking about it. Okay, and judging your work, if that's what you do for work, or if you have an online platform, they're like, it's not good, it's bad. They're definitely talking about like your body and things like that. But to your face, many of them are smiling, laughing. They're making you feel comfortable. They're making you think it's okay. They're making you think it's been smoothed over. It hasn't. Okay, it's a lie. It hasn't been smoothed over. For some of you, they're telling people, like, I know why they're alone. Like, I know why they don't maybe have a lot of friends, or I know why they don't have a lot of contact with family, or I know why, they don't have contact with people, or they're alone, or there's a lot about if you don't have a lot of people in your life, they're talking about it. Anything is up for a game with you. It's like nothing is sacred. This person has some serious character flaws. Like, there is some serious work that needs to be done, just generally speaking, about this person's character. They really just, and I feel like for some of you, this may be an older person even, that just, I see someone who's like got Swiss cheese. They're Swiss cheesed. Okay, they're just like, their character is Swiss cheesed. Okay, they're just not a good person. No drama llama. Find your inner peace. Now, what I'm getting is, like, for some of you, this may be family, there may be money, there may be a position, you may be fighting for like connections and things like that. It's different for different people. I feel like how you maneuver through this is you find your center, you find your peace, you find your focus. What's important? What's important in this family or social situation? What do you want to focus on? What connections matter? What about this situation is the most important thing? That's what you focus on. And the other things are insignificant and don't matter. And you focus and you move forward and you keep your peace. And those who try to step to you and cause disruption, you pass and repass or remove. You make the choice. It doesn't mean you don't come back and revisit it, but you stand in your peace with it. Okay, you stand in your peace. I feel like for some of you, what I'm getting is this person is a pro at faking it. Like, they're real good at it. I'm getting like southern person level fakeness. Like, just really good at faking it. And man, it's hard for me to fake it. So when I see somebody like this, I'm just like, wow, that's horrible. I don't appreciate fakeness in people. So I don't know how people do it. So I think it's hard to do. But I feel like this person is very good at it, and it's hard to tell. But I feel like you need to know they're being fake. Even if you've apologized, even if you've said sorry, even if everything's nicey and you guys are having Sunday dinner, this bitch is being fake, okay? And from there, you can make your own decisions, however the story unfolds for you, all right? Let's get you guys some letters, initials, and some charms. Hey, Group 3, these are your letters, your initials, and your charms. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. These could be your initials, their initials, a meaningful word, a screen name. Just take what resonates. All right, so I'm going to read your letters, your initials off. We have Z, JROOEWQCE, ZCHZAF. All right. Well, we have the Lilith charm here, so maybe you're aligned with Lilith, but the Dark Goddess is definitely showing up for you. I think it's important that you stand in your power, okay? Never give your power over to anyone, a reader or anyone, okay? Stand in your power, know who you are. And I feel like I'm being pulled to this card right here, the Temple of your body. And I feel like some of you guys may be dealing with like body shame and things like that, or issues with sexuality and things like that. And understand that, your body is your vessel. And I don't think that we honor our vessels as the great miracle and wonder that they are. They're amazing. The levels the body can recover and heal at are amazing. And the capacity for love and understanding that is held within our vessels is amazing, and how we can use our vessels to connect to one another. And the wonderful, joy and pleasure our bodies have is amazing. As someone who has suffered a lot of pain, for a long time, I wasn't even sure that I could even feel anything good anymore. So, I understand what it's like to be in that situation where, maybe you have felt a lot of emotional pain or even physical pain, and you may be wondering, can my vessel do anything good? You may be judging yourself very harshly because you don't live up to some kind of beauty expectation or social expectation about how you should look. And understand that those beauty ideals are really, they come from places like, to facilitate spending money on products, also places of control and things like that. And really, beauty is individual, and beauty is about, in my eyes, beauty is about uniqueness and someone really standing in their power. There's nothing more attractive than someone who is just really engaged in being authentic and standing in their power. I think that's really attractive. And body size and things like that are very individual. And I feel it's important. This is really coming forward for group 3, that I feel like you need to give yourself grace about like yourself, like how you look, your self-image and things like that. This is something I had to learn to do because I became a perfectionist, and I was extremely hard on myself on all areas, and I developed a lot of issues. Okay, I don't want to trigger anybody. And I had to give myself room just to kind of be and start enjoying my vessel. And I feel like you guys could really benefit from like engaging in some things that help you feel good. And I often tell people to do this with food, but you can do it with any kind of tactile thing that makes you feel good. It could be perfume. It could be some kind of face cream or bath, okay? But I just use like food because it's the easiest thing, But have yourself a little ritual, a little time where, you get this very decadent piece of chocolate. It can be expensive. It can be cheap. It doesn't matter. It's just that piece of chocolate that makes you happy, or the cake or whatever. And you set aside time to eat it. You make it a thing, light a candle, play music, whatever you want to do, okay? It's your little ritual. But take time to taste it. Taste what it really tastes like. Taste the sweetness of it. Taste the richness of it. Eat the whole thing if you want. Like if you never allow yourself to eat a whole piece of chocolate or a whole piece of cake, eat the whole damn thing, okay? Enjoy it. Because Lilith is about that. She's about living in that kind of hedonistic moment of enjoying being human. And people think that's wrong, but that's part of our experience. And many of us haven't had a lot of those experiences. We've had a lot of trauma and pain and judgment, but we haven't had a lot of those moments of really just like giving in to the pleasure of having something that we really want. Okay. And that can be very healing to taste something. It can be very healing to go out and really connect with like the sun on your skin or the wind on your face, those kind of things. And I feel like group 3 for you guys, those can actually be like meditative experiences for you to connect more with your senses, with your sensuality. It can be very healing. It can help you fully come present in your vessel. All right. Okay. All right, group 3, that's what I received for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you, beautiful. magical creatures next time. Bye, guys.